So I've been gone for a really long time, but I have probably the best excuse out there. I just had a beautiful baby boy. Put his picture right here if I'm good at editing. So that's why. But I'm back now. Author Tom Clancy introduced the character of Jack Ryan in many books before he went on to the big screen to star in films. Now the character hits the small screen on Amazon Prime with John Krasinski playing Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan is an up-and-coming CIA analyst. He is thrust into a dangerous field assignment when he uncovers a terrorist communication pattern. He is then in a thrilling chase to stop terrorists from destroying the world. This is kind of like the whole Bruce Willis Die Hard thing, where it's an unsuspecting, unwanting hero kind of thrust into this situation. Now I gotta say, I really love modern day television. No one would have blamed John Krasinski if he passed this over and went on to movies. 10, 15, maybe even 5 years ago, you weren't getting big film stars like this to do TV shows. Or, especially even like streaming shows. You know, House of Cards kind of broke through with that, I think. The story of John Krasinski is a lot like the story of Chris Pratt. John Krasinski starred in The Office, which obviously you know of, and after that wrapped in 2013, he remade himself and became this like big, I'd basically call him like a hunky action star that's still funny. He did Aloha, 13 Hours, and obviously his big breakout for acting and directorial, A Quiet Place. I have a review on that. Fucking phenomenal. I love him in it. Now, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan is not a bad TV show by any means, but it suffers from what I call the Friday Night Lights syndrome. What I mean by that is it's a stellar show that has an amazing first season, but a second season that is a complete and utter drag. The first season had pretty much I could have ever wanted out of a series like this. It was action-packed, thrilling, kind of funny. It was carried by John Krasinski. It's pretty much the whole package. John Krasinski is at his best when he's playing the everyman, whether it be comedy, drama, or action. Like I said, it's almost like a John McClane role where he's just thrust into something he doesn't want because he's a normal guy. The narrative structure of the show is actually really interesting too. It bounces from different storylines and different characters all over the world until eventually they intersect, and it's really nice. The first season was suspenseful, plot-driven. It had realistic villains, a realistic romance, and must I say, the villains in the first one are absolutely amazing. You see where they're coming from, you're empathetic with them, it's really nice. And the romance between Jack and Cathy is actually really good. They have amazing chemistry. I gotta really call out Cathy, who's actually played by Australian rapper MC Dusk. Season 2, the newest one, I gotta say however, is a huge, huge letdown. Inexplicably, his love interest that I just said I really like and everybody like is taken out of the show without ever being addressed. I don't know why. Probably just the actor didn't want to do it, or they cut her out for budget reasons, who knows. But she was more than just a love interest. She really grounded Jack Ryan, and because of her, you got a lot of his past out, and it really made him feel like an actual person. He showed a different side of himself that he didn't show like the CIA people or us, the viewers, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Also, without addressing it, he's out of the CIA and he's working for some like private firm. Like, how is that not addressed? How do you not address him being in the CIA anymore? And on top of that, I don't give a rat's ass about the villain in this one. I kept watching because I like John Krasinski and he kind of carries this whole slugfest, but it was really damn hard, I'm gonna be honest. It's unfortunate to see another show fail to live up to the writing standards of its very first season. But I'm optimistic about season 3, even though it's basically a year from now. So if you're really not too interested in anything but John Krasinski as Jack Ryan, I guess check back in a year and see if season 3 is good. If not, you can wait for my review because I'm going to watch it because, let's be honest, I watch everything. But anyway, to finish out, I'm going to give this a solid 6 out of 10. But thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other reviews.